From BTS to billions, US media confirms Jungkook is now among Korea's wealthiest idols. How did a shy boy who once danced nervously in BTS's debut stage turn into a young billionaire whose name American media now writes alongside Rihanna, Justin Bieber, and Taylor Swift? How did Jungkook, the golden magne of BTS, suddenly become the face of Korea's wealthiest idols, officially recognized not by local tabloids, but by US outlets that once rarely acknowledged K-pop at all? The shocking headlines exploded across international platforms this week, with US entertainment and business media confirming what fans have long whispered. Jungkook's net worth has crossed into unprecedented territory. It is no longer speculation. It is no longer fan calculation. It is international validation. Jungkook has gone from BTS to billions. His fortune, according to these reports, is the result of multiple streams of success: HYB stock ownership, brand endorsements with global giants like Calvin Klein, Spotify's endless billions of streams from his solo tracks, and even rumors of quiet investments in tech and fashion startups. American analysts were stunned by the sheer scale. They compared his career trajectory to Rihanna's transformation from singer to mogul, yet with an even sharper rise in less than a decade. But the wealth itself isn't the story. It is the symbolism. For decades, the entertainment world's financial rankings were dominated by Western artists, while K-pop idols were dismissed as fleeting, foreign phenomena. Now, US outlets are forced to write Jungkook's name into those same lists, reshaping the narrative of global pop culture. The boy from Busan is no longer just an idol, he is a cultural empire. Fans call it poetic justice. In 2013, Jungkook was the youngest member of a rookie group from a tiny company, unsure if BTS would even survive. In 2025, he is one of Korea's richest idols, with Forbes-style recognition from the very media that once ignored K-pop's existence. ARMY flooded social media with hashtags like #ProudOfYouJungkook and #BillionaireMagne, celebrating not just his financial success, but the journey that made it possible. And yet, beneath the pride lies deeper questions. Will Jungkook's staggering fortune create rifts within BTS, or will it only strengthen their brotherhood? Will Western media twist his wealth into rivalry headlines, pitting him against Jimin, RM, or Jin? Or will BTS, once again, prove that individual triumphs only amplify their collective legacy? What is certain is this: Jungkook never chased money. He chased art, perfection, and authenticity. And perhaps that is why money chased him instead. His billions are not the story of greed, but of grace, a byproduct of relentless artistry and unshakable sincerity. From BTS to billions, Jungkook is no longer just rewriting the rules of K-pop. He is rewriting the rules of global entertainment. And the world, stunned and fascinated, can only ask, what will he do next? The conversation around Jungkook's rise from idol to billionaire is not one that can be confined to a few headlines or a neat press release. It is a story that refuses to sit still, because every time you think you understand the scale of his impact, another layer is revealed. After all, Jungkook is not simply one of Korea's wealthiest idols. He is a symbol of a shifting world order, where cultural influence translates into financial power, and where a boy from Busan can be measured in the same breath as the titans of Western pop culture. American outlets that once described BTS as a passing craze are now forced to acknowledge Jungkook's billions as fact. This transformation did not happen overnight, but its speed still shocks. Less than 15 years ago, he was practicing in cramped rehearsal rooms, his future uncertain. Today, his Calvin Klein campaigns redefine modern marketing, his Spotify streams surpass legendary acts, and his quiet investments are rumored to ripple into industries beyond music. It is not just about an idol earning money. It is about the West having no choice but to validate the financial empire built by a Korean artist. Yet, as the numbers are dissected and the rankings confirmed, the story turns personal. Jungkook himself has never claimed to care about wealth. In interviews and late-night Weverse lives, he often admits he is uncomfortable when people talk about money. He insists that what drives him is creating something timeless, something that will outlive fleeting charts or contracts. And this is perhaps the greatest paradox of his empire. He never chased money. but money has relentlessly chased him. Fans see it as proof that sincerity, talent, and relentless dedication to craft are the most powerful investments of all. The emotional core of this revelation is not the billions themselves, but what they represent to ARMY. They remember the boy who doubted his place in the group, who stayed up nights practicing until his voice cracked and his body trembled. They remember the Jungkook who cried during concerts, overwhelmed by the sight of stadiums filled with light sticks raised just for him and his brothers. Now that same boy is being validated by American business media as a mogul, a figure of wealth and influence. The juxtaposition leaves fans teary-eyed, not because of the money, but because of the journey. Still, controversy brews. Korean netizens debate whether Jungkook's growing fortune will make him too distant from the everyday struggles of fans. Some worry that American media will twist this into narratives of rivalry within BTS, painting Jungkook as the financial powerhouse and others as left behind. Already headlines frame questions like, if Jungkook is Korea's richest idol, where does this leave Jimin or RM? But ARMY fights back, reminding the world that BTS has always stood on a foundation of brotherhood, where each member's success is a reflection of the group's collective impact. And then there's the larger question of legacy. What will Jungkook do with his billions? Will he build a new label, invest in global philanthropy, or simply retreat into the quiet humility he has always shown? Fans speculate endlessly, but one truth remains clear. Whatever Jungkook does next, it will not be ordinary. His every step shapes trends, markets, and hearts across continents. Perhaps that is why this revelation has shaken not only the K-pop industry, but also the Western entertainment establishment. Because it is not just about one man's fortune. It is about the undeniable reality that K-pop is no longer an outsider genre. It is a dominant global force, capable of producing idols whose financial and cultural weight equals, and sometimes surpasses, that of Hollywood's most untouchable figures. In this light, Jungkook's billions are not a personal milestone but a historical one, signaling a seismic shift in who gets to hold cultural power, and so the narrative deepens. From BTS's humble beginnings to Jungkook's billionaire status, the world is watching a story that defies precedent. It is no longer about whether he belongs in the same conversation as Western moguls. He has already proven that. The real question is how far this journey will go, and whether Jungkook, the boy who never asked for money, will become the man who redefines what it means to be a global superstar. In the end, what makes this story irresistible is not the wealth itself, but the wonder it inspires. The richest idols are often expected to flaunt their empires, yet Jungkook remains the same soft-spoken artist who disappears into the music and whispers gratitude to ARMY late at night. That humility, paired with his undeniable financial dominance, is what keeps the world captivated. He is proof that billions can belong to someone who never lost touch with his beginnings, and that is why this moment feels less like a financial report and more like history being rewritten in real time.